Check, check. Check, check. Hello. Let me just make this mono so you can all hear it. There it is. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'll be painting. Let me just go ahead and add some music. Where is it? This one. This one. Should be some music coming through now. Don't want it to be too loud. I'm going to take it down a bit. There it is. Alrighty. Now, gotta check out if anybody texts me while I'm doing this. So on my channel, why isn't this showing up as being live? I know it's live, so why isn't it showing up? Oh, there's Warhammer on. Great. History, playlists, my videos? Live? Where is it? Am I not live? Just a second. Interesting. Just gonna grab these. This can go away. Maybe I'll just hit up the link that I sent everybody. People talking. Sigmar. It's great. There it is. Painting stream. Oh, I am live. And I sound great. God damn. Right. I have the live chat on. Can I make my phone not fall asleep? Screen recording, do not disturb. Life mode? The fuck is that? Lock screen. Raise to wake. Why is it so hard to find things on Android? Why is this so stupid? Lock. Jesus fucking Christ. Sleep. Auto screen off. Where? It took me to a page. None of this is... Oh, here. Auto screen off. I can't set it to never. So I'll set it to 30 minutes. And then I'll go back to this. Then I should have a live chat. If anybody wants to talk. Anyway. I won't be doing this today. Not yet, anyway. What do we have? I have a focus button. I've made a focus button. There we go. That's a warp grinder. That is for if I still feel like going in 2 hours, we can get to this. Because it's a fun unit, but it's shit. Gonna put on some music for myself here. No, wait. I can watch. No, I can't. Ah, fuck it. I can listen to music. There it is. I need today to paint these rifle rats. 3 of these and 3 of these, known as rattling guns. Where's the focus? There, it's there. So like, they're done enough that I could probably bring them to the tournament tomorrow and no one would say anything, but I want them to be like done. So 3 of them, bringing me up to a total of 6. Focused? Maybe? It's hard to tell from where I'm sitting. I also have this orc. The one I'm painting for Glinda. Mostly done. Like, very minimal what's left to be done for this guy. You can get a close up. There it is. Big shark. Got this guy with his claw. The big thing on his back. The only thing I'm not super happy with him is the skin. Like, I want the transition to be better, but maybe it's fine. I can't really decide. So yeah, if I feel like it and if there's time, might continue on this guy a bit. I've done a lot of like recess shading and highlighting on the teeth to make them stand out. I feel like they're pretty good. There's some slimy drool. The belt is pretty good. Looks nice and worn. There's like all these little nubs on his leg that I would like to be a little better. The cable is okay. And I'm wondering if there should be like some kind of pattern on the leg guard here. I'm not gonna do a tattoo on him. Like, the real model is shown as having like a tribal tattoo on his arm. I won't do that. That's fucking crazy. I don't know how they do that, but I can't. But yeah, I kind of want. I don't know if it's like hazard stripes on the to show that it's like scavenged parts. But maybe it's fine. Anyway. He's not the main attraction today. These guys are. Back. There we go. There. These rat mans. So their robes, I'm probably just gonna leave how they are. Nah, maybe not these guys. They're like all black. I'll do them a little brown. Metals are done. Skin needs a shade and highlight. Same for the fur. I need to make the wood look worn, and I need to do like red cowls on one of them. So anyway, let's get fucking started. Let's fucking go. Here's my palette. What am I gonna do first? I'm gonna do... These guys' robes are already nice and filthy, so that's good. Maybe I'll do... For these guys, I should start getting their robes dirty. I can do that with... Let me see. What am I taking? This. Oak Brown by Army Painter. Their new line of paints, War Games Fanatic. Do just a teeny tiny bit of this. And I'll bring... Where is it? Those are all the contrasts. It's green. I'll need that. Red. No. Rhinox hide. Here it is. Give it a little shake, and this is Rhinox hide. It's like a dark brown. More like warm. It's a reddish warm brown, I guess. For this, I'll use my slightly larger than normal brush. The Danish word for brush is pencil, which is very close to pencil. Some might say it's the same word, pretending to be something it's not. So for these, I'll just do like the bottom bit here. And then once that's dry, I'll hit it with the Rhinox hide in the upper half of it to make it look like there's a bit of a transition. So I need these rats to look their best, which is to say, their worst. They're filthy little things. To the edge of the sleeve as well. Alright. This guy's like a ninja. He can wait. Is this showing up okay? It's like alright. The light is good for me. I don't know if it is for the stream. Like I can bump it up a bit. Let me see here. There. Is that better? Is that too much? Looks fine. There we go. Like this isn't gonna be like medal winning standard or anything. Just needs to be like good enough to show off, I guess. That's them. Did I already... Wait. Did I... Oh, these guys. The guys who have the special honor of being in the holder. No, wait. I did do these guys. Didn't I? I did. I need these. Hello. To... Hello, SOT. Are you from the server? I don't recognize the name. Or did you just stumble across a painting stream? SOT, that could be in Sigma Army. You stumbled across... Oh, hello, welcome. I thought I'd get in on the Warhammer painting stream game before fucking Mori, Calliope Mori gets in on it. Makes it the whole thing. Makes it a whole fucking cottage industry. Although I am excited for that. I think Matara Khan is also going to do it. The VTuber to 40k Warhammer pipeline has been fucking nutty, and it's so funny. Sea of Thieves, of course. I never played that. It's like SOT, I'm thinking like Sons of something with T, but in Sigmar there is Sons of Behemat, which of course is SOB. Which in 40k is Sisters of Battle. Yeah, they could have named it better. Alright. What do we need? I have... They've all had, like, basic skin done. I could do... Your Grey Seer. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. The new Grey Seer is a stunning model. It's also very good in the game. Like, that 3d6 cast is nothing to sneeze at. It's so reliable. And for 120, you get, like, a... You know, it's a fragile hero, but it's a hero who can take anything. That's why they're so great. That's why Thanquol is so great. Because even though he doesn't have a 3d6 cast, he has a +1, and he casts 2 things. So if you need to teleport him, it's that's very reliable, because that's the unlimited spell. He's also got a spell to turn off commands. And do a bit of damage. What was I thinking? I need something. Oh, Cadian Flesh Tone. Where is it? Red, red, red. I need... Here it is. He is... It seems like Thanquol is very good right now. Tomorrow I'm going to a tournament, and I am bringing 15 Jesales. 15 Jesales, 6 Rattling Guns, 1 unit of 20 Clan Rats, Thanquol, and the Deceiver. It's a very straightforward list. It just shoots. But apparently the thing to do with Skaven is Thanquol, Deceiver, 2 Clan Rats, Night Runners, what did I say? Thanquol, Deceiver, Arch Warlock. So 3 regiments. Deceiver and Thanquol each take a Clan Rat unit. Deceiver also brings Night Runner unit. Thanquol takes a Rattling Gun, and the Arch Warlock takes a Rattling Gun. So 12 Rattling Guns and a bunch of bullshit, and then the Deceiver and Thanquol. Apparently that's the thing to do, because the RTT I'm going to tomorrow, the 2 other Skaven players are bringing identical lists that are exactly that. And when I posted it on the Tabletop Titans Discord, asking if that was the move, someone else said that he's going to a tournament with like duplicates of that exact list. Yellow. So it's like, it bugs me a little bit, because like, in my experience so far with Sigmar, I'm pretty new to Sigmar. I played 40k for 2 years. I'm kind of still new to Sigmar, and it was not my impression that that people netlist that much. And Skaven has a pretty broad model range, so it kind of really bugs me that people just watch Honest Wargamer and then take whatever list won a tournament. It's like 4 that I know of now. It's like, it kind of disillusioned me a little bit. I did not think AOS was as tryhard as 40k in my experience. But like, then that list wins a tournament, and now a bunch of people are bringing it. And it feels that feels bad. I kind of don't like that. What was I doing? Oh yeah, painting. Rackhearth Flesh for the tails. Some Cadian Flesh Tone for the flesh. Funny enough. I also need some Corn Red, which is not in a dropper bottle, and my other reds for later. Right. But like, Skaven aren't even doing that great competitively. which I kind of really don't understand, because most armies hate being shot at, and Skaven are extremely good at shooting. The thing is about Skaven is that if you get there and you like touch them, we hate that. The worst thing you can do to a rat is touch it. Can you see this at all? No. God damn it. Alright. I'm not used to painting with a camera on me. I'll do this. There we go. Just do most of the IRL too. The thing is, like, somehow after I got into Skaven, my Twitter feed has become like, I feel like 50% just rat content, and I'm all here for it. The propaganda is working. I kind of really want a pet rat, but at the same time, I'm like, a single guy with a pet rat, like that sends a message, and it's not a good one. It's a weird one. But they look so cute. Pet rats specifically. Like I get that sewer rats aren't super cute. For the longest time I've wanted a mouse. Because they're like, I think people can more easily recognize that a mouse is like just a cute little thing. It's a hamster with a tail. But like with a rat, there's like a negative connotation with having rats. It's like having a snake or a pet spider. It's like, people think it's gross. In the case of pet spider and snake, I kind of get it. It's like an insect or a reptile. Doesn't send a cool maybe to you. Doesn't send a cool message to the common person. The normies don't get it. I would absolutely get a white rat and dress it up with horns for Halloween so it could be a grazier. That'd be sick. People see the worm-like tail and they're like, oh, that's gross. But you look at the little buddies like on Visik Scour. And that guy's cute. Cute as fuck. I should bring over Visik just to behold the work. Just a second. Ugh. Oh, hit the light. Like, you look at this guy, he's got a cute little rat on him. Where's the focus? There it is. Can we get the little rat in focus? Not really. You get all the little ones in his neck. There they are. Little buddies on his staff. Adorable. This guy's fucking sick though. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. They didn't have to go this hard, but they did, and I appreciate that. And he's huge. Like, look at this footprint. Right. I'll put him over here. He can look. He can behold what's going on. This is my homemade Vermintide. Vermintide Endless spell because I bought the a sprue with, where is it? Here. With the Warp Lightning Vortex and the Bell of Doom. I bought that from a guy on Facebook, but it did not have the Vermintide one, which I'm fine with. I just needed the Bell. The Bell is so good. Like a bubble of -1 to wound, that's incredible. And it looks nice too. Nice. Stormcast Eternals. But you're painting rats. Probably from just the starter deck kit, I guess. It's oh, whoops. Yeah, more skin. I have to get these guys done. I mean, the new Skaven range is just fucking immaculate. They did such a good job. Especially for people like me who love the Scryer shit. It's like, god damn. We have been well served with all the new Skaven stuff. I don't think Scryer needs more stuff like another 30 years. It's like a lot of the stuff that got updated was like 30-ish years old. I feel like they can just leave it as is for the rest of time. The models are so fucking good. And they even got a bunch of new stuff. We got a Warp Volt, what's it called? A Galvanier, Warlock Galvanier. As if Scryer needed more infantry heroes. You know who needs more stuff is fucking Eshin, the ninja rats. They're so cool. And they have literally one unit that isn't a hero. They have 2 heroes and 1 group of infantry. That's pitiful. It's like they can't even have 2 groups of infantry. Like they used to have gutter runners and night runners. Now they just have night runners. And they are so old and ugly. But they're competitively viable. Because they're like a little... They have a scout move. They have... I think they're untargetable in a ruin or something. And they do mortals when they attack. So, like, for 130 points for 10, I think, it's pretty okay. It's like they all run in with... Do they have 2 or 3 attacks each? I want to say 2. They're too cheap to have 3. That would be crazy. So they'll run in with 20 attacks. They'll do 3 to 4 mortals, and then they'll just fucking die because they're made of paper. But their job isn't to attack anything. Their job is to move up and score battle tactics. Right? That's them. Honestly, when I'm doing it like this, I feel like I don't even need a wash. They'll get one anyway. Oh, this guy I fucked up. I painted the top of his helmet like his fur. Where's the DC at? The Discord. The Discord is the Tokyo Podfathers. It's like an... Used to be entirely dedicated to chatting about anime and stuff like that. Now it's more broad. We do a little podcast. Where would God. Just a second. Maybe I can find the invite. If you're interested. It's still mainly an anime Discord. But there's more talk about video games and stuff like that now. How do you make an invite? Options? Invite. Copy link. But where does it take you? Maybe invite here? There we go. Is this it? I have no fucking idea. Try this. Do you need a username? Well, you do need a profile to use a Discord. Oh, no, I don't need a username to invite you. I think I can just generate one. Yeah, feel free to join if you want. I'm same name in there, Colonel Panic. So yeah, me and another mod in there, Mozilla Finnegan, have been doing a lot more streams recently. Though he does seem a little bummed about like election results and stuff like that. I think he's gonna cut down on it. Although that was only at first. I feel like he's pretty much recovered now. So he's gonna be back to streaming before soon. And don't worry, he's way better at streaming than I am. Like he can keep a conversation going with himself for fucking hours. Me and another guy named Bex on the server. He doesn't talk much in there. He mostly just talks about movies now. We recorded a pod about Venom that I have to edit. It'll be out at some point. Suffice it to say, best movie ever made. Fucking so... I don't understand how Sony is so bad at making movies. But I doubt there's gonna be a lot more of the Sonyverse stuff. Unless they're actually like crazy. You can't use the invite. Why not? God, I'm too much of a boomer to use this shit. Does it say something about why you can't? Am I gonna have to go on Discord and ask help? I don't know how to invite people. That would be pretty funny. I'll do it. Help. How do I invite people to the server? It's like, I click the options invite, and it just says like a link. Copy link, but it doesn't say edit invite link. Okay. Invite channel, general, expire after 7 days, max users forever. That should work, right? Is this the same as the one I posted before? It's a different URL. I do not see why the one I just posted would not work. So I hope it does. Did them need these guys? Like, does it say why you can't use it? Any kind of error message? Oh, okay. There's one more. Them. These guys, yes. These guys, no. Oh yeah, sure, I can do that. Might do that after the stream then. Don't understand why the link isn't working. I feel like I ticked all the boxes I need to, which is none. Like, it invites you... It takes people to general. And that's it. That's all it does. I don't like these balding rats. I prefer rats to wear a little helmet or have a small tuft of hair on their head. Like this guy. He gets it. He's wearing a little helmet. Is this focused? Kinda. Blizzard period. Okay, cool. Oh, how about the numbers? Don't you need numbers on Discord? You know, that little 4 digits or something? Unless no one else is named the same, I guess. How about... Alright. Cool. Maybe they took that away. So, wait, how can they take that away? Doesn't that mean that a lot of people suddenly had clashing usernames? Like, I didn't, because I spell mine wrong. think they probably just had to get a new one then. I want to say there was also like a thing about you could pay for something when they did that. I forget. Because now that you say it, it's like it's ringing a bell. I do remember that happening. It's like right after Microsoft bought it. Because Microsoft can't fucking touch a piece of software without destroying it. This is crazy. Why won't it just... There we go. These guys' uniforms are very clean too. Maybe that's fine. They'll all get hit with a bit of a brown edge after all of this. I'm realizing I forgot all their chainmail. So I need my metal. Which you should not put on a wet palette, but I'm doing it anyway. Because the little metal particles will go through. This brush is getting all kinds of fucked up. It will go through the membrane and mess up the sponge underneath, but I have a couple reserves, so it doesn't matter. Need to hit all these little spots of chain. Does the front guy have any? Nope. This guy has a little bit there. Anywhere else? No. At least so I've heard. And I find, like, you can see all these little spots on it. I feel like that's all from little pools of metallics seeping through. It's like, it doesn't ruin it. So it makes those little, those spots on the pad, makes them a little more solid, I guess. Makes it stiff, because it does dry differently. There's not a lot of chainmail on these guys. Yeah, a lot of people do the homemade one. Not me, baby. I went out and bought all the shit I needed. Or thought I'd ever need. Almost immediately. I did not want to do homemade anything. This guy, these look fine. Do these guys not have chainmail? Guess not. Ironic, because they have a way better armor save than the Rattling guns. But that is all because of the shield. Ah. Ah. Right. Guess I can get started on the red. Should probably use this slightly larger one here. I love painting red. But I will never play Blood Angels. Which is a shame. Oh yeah, cool. Have fun. Don't breathe it in and cover your eyes. I find that spray priming shit makes my eyes itch horribly. I'ma sniff it. Yeah, that also works. I like this guy, this sniper guy. He's like weirdly buff for a Skaven. He's got like some biceps on him. They're all like buff, but like how a drug addict would be, like really stringy. But you don't want them to scratch at you because, you know, they can fuck you up. I like this guy's wearing a hood. I played some more Rad today. Without streaming it, I do feel a little bad about it. But at the same time, it's like, I'm allowed to play a game I like without showing it to people. Now is doing great. I'm happy to report. It was like some weird missions too. It's like 3 in a row where the whole shtick of it was to be close to your robot, otherwise you couldn't control it. And there was like no story progression there. Then we meet Nanao, and she's working at a cafe. And she's like, oh man, that evil company who just built a really big building over there is being some shitters to the owners of this cafe. And then as the player, because I'm smart, I'm like, I'm gonna go break it. Which apparently didn't do anything. But then, in the next mission, she's like, now I'm working at the supermarket. A live-in job at a supermarket with a really nice pair of, like, I guess they're not, like, the woman is like immediately, she's like the daughter I never had. It's like, things moved from 0 to 100 real fast, but it seems like she's doing good. But then she's like, but we're having trouble in the business because of that new supermarket right over there. And then the character actually says, I could destroy it accidentally on purpose. So I did. I jumped on it and then tripped and fell down and destroyed it. So it's like very little plot progression. Except Nanao was like living and working at a grocery store, which is, you know, good for her. I'm weirdly invested in Nanao doing good. Because she's so cute and helpless. But it's like not her fault that everything she knows and loves gets stomped on by robots. Like her grandma got blowed up. Her place of work got blowed up. Multiple times. She's poor and she's not eating well. Like she's like a lost kitty. And then there was like a weird weird mission where you didn't fight anything, but it was like all a flashback thing with all the characters. I think it was like a dream sequence. Everything was sepia tone, where all the other characters, so Ellen, her fiance, and now are like, everything sucks and it's your fault and blah blah blah. It was like a weird, surreal thing. It's like the Ava moment of, am I the monster? Like that one guy who showed up and didn't help with anything, showed up again and didn't help with anything. And he's like stunned that our character doesn't know anything about the Mega Knights and what their purpose is. Talking about the Genesis program and stuff like that. Now, we do know that the Genesis program was mentioned when, in that one fight where the doctor made us go like genocide mode. I believe that was called Genesis Protocol or something like that. No doubt the Mega Knights were made to fuse humanity into giant robots, just like the fucking Volgara. And that's gonna be the whole thing of the game. And I bet in the end we're gonna have to fight God. You should just play it, but you would not do very good, I don't think. I don't wanna speak out of turn or anything, but I've seen you drive a spaceship in a children's game, and it did not go great. I mean, you can say, hey, all you want. I'm right. You tried. Yeah, well, trying is not always enough. You know who else tried? Kamala Harris. Don't you? No, I don't believe in you. Your driving skills. How could I? I'm referencing. It's like I'm using his past president. I've seen you drive things in games. I don't think. I have no faith that you can control a robot in Rad. You came back to a talk about a very old PS2 game where you control robots. And me telling my friend that I have no faith in her driving skills in video games. Because I have seen them. You did win one round of Garfield kart. And none of us had any idea how you did it. And you could not replicate it. Alright, that's a bit of red on all of them, I think. Am I forgetting any? No. I can then do a second coat. Too thin coats ad. That's right. Shout out to Duncan Rhodes. Teaching us all. The magic of too thin coats. I would love to try his paint. I don't think there's anywhere in Denmark to get it. But that would be nice. I do love Like, I'm a sucker for these new Army Painter Warpaint Fanatic. The new formula in Army Painter paints is amazing. The old one was utter garbage. I hated it. That their sprays are still, I think, dog shit. Simply terrible. It's like they're uncomfortable to use because they have a shitty nozzle. And the white one is like weirdly stinky and rubbery. I did not like that one at all. It's like greasy balloon rubber finish. It smelled all sour. It's like, this is not... I don't think this is what paint is supposed to smell like and feel like when it's done. For paints, I like AK Interactive. They make... I thought I had one within reach. Their fine black primer is like... It's cheap. And it's like really thin, chalky, matte black. And it's just wonderful. It's the one I've used for all of this. So like for this one, like you see, like no detail lost whatsoever. It's so smooth. How do I do this? Like, look at this. It's perfect. So thin and nice. And it's cheap. Cheaper than Chaos Black. Chaos Black spray is good, but it does have like a sheen to it. Yeah. Well, it's a necessary step, unfortunately. So basically, whenever I use up a pot of anything Citadel, like when this corn runs out, no, that's a bad example actually. When this Rhinox hide runs out, I'm gonna find like the Army Painter version of something similar. Reds, I think Citadel does the best reds. I have not seen any that compare. Vallejo has some good ones, but I do think that like Mephiston Red, Corn Red, fucking Evil Sun Scarlet, like those three are the perfect... What's the word? Mephiston Red is like, it's just the best red. There's no other like it. I do have like a blood red thing from Vallejo, and it's okay. But Mephiston Red just clears the competition. It's like part of me wants... I do 3 gradients very well. 4, I think. I do a red one, like you'll see on this guy, on this little king. Can I focus this? This guy. He's got a... it's all wet. He's got a nice gradient to his cape. That's a red. I like doing red. I do a decent, like, black to dark blue-ish, like I've done on this Necromancer. I don't have any others here, I think. Oh, green, I guess. This one. I'd say I do a pretty good green. And then the last one I like to do, which I don't have any of here, is... yeah, it's the only reds you need, really. It's like if you want to spice it up, you take Fire Dragon Bright and use for some highlights after that. The colors are kind of desaturated. Wonder why that is. Let me just check this real quick here. Color correction. Color key? No. Color adjust? What if I do this? No. This? Nope. It's like weirdly pale. I don't know why. Maybe that's okay. Can I boost? Detail low, detail high, gamma, gain. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, Fire Dragon Bright is also a winner. Anyway. Yeah, the last one I do pretty good is orange, because I've done it for my, You know what, I'll go get a mini. It's for my Necrons. Just a second. This guy, for instance, my Voidular Dragon, who, this is just like one of the best models they've ever made for 40k. It's fucking insane. But for this orange gradient, I'd use I think it's Valeo's Game Color line. It's like it's like hot orange and then sunrise yellow or something like that. Those two, like with a brown start, like you pick any brown as the dark, and then you use those two, and you get like this really extremely hot looking orange gradient. Cause my Necrons are Mephrit, so it's all like solar power. What did I get to? Oh yeah. I should do the tails on all these guys. I did pour up some Rakarth flesh here. But yeah, I try to replace my Citadel paints where it makes sense. It's like my new go-to metallic, instead of Lead Belcher, is Plate Mail Metal from the new Warpaints Fanatic. Went from Balthasar Gold to Tainted Gold, which is similar. I like this one. They also have shades. It's like the whole new Warpaints Fanatic line is just... It's stellar. It's so good. And they're so cheap. And, to boot, they come with a little rattle ball already in the bottle. Low-key proud to be Danish. Army Painter is a Danish company, and that makes me very happy, because they are so supportive of events and tournaments. They sponsor fucking everybody. They have a sponsored camera on War Games Live. Everybody gets... Does Green Stuff World... I've never actually used their paints. I have not heard great things. But I know Green Stuff World sells like loose balls, because I have bought them to put in my rebottled Citadel paints. I should move the camera a bit, because I keep holding stuff where no one can see it. There we go. That's a lot better. I hope the image quality is good. I borrowed this camera from work with just the basics of what I could fit in my backpack. So like some lenses and a video mixer. this look okay? Is it in focus? It's not. Here's the focus. Here. I have to do this manually, I guess. There it is. Oh, thank you. I'm pretty proud of my English. I remember a hell of a long time ago meeting a bunch of people online in a game called Destiny, and they were shocked to learn that I was not American, which I think is weird, because when I listen to myself, I hear the accent so easily. God, now the tripod is in the way. The camera is great. These are super expensive. It's like I work in streaming. Like we travel around and set up like mobile broadcast station kind of things. Very small, but like for companies who need to do like do I like beans on toast? I do. Listen, I think British cuisine is overhated. Is it all the same color? Yes. It's like shades of brown and beige, right? But it's savory and salty, and my Scandinavian mind loves that. It's like shepherd's pie is fucking unrivaled. So good. Fish and chips, simple, but it's nice. Beans on toast it's like, why do people think that is so weird? I don't understand. Fish and chips is so good. Very simple, but doesn't have to be complicated to be tasty. It's like trying out American breakfast when I was there, which is a long time ago now. Who was president then? Must have been Obama. Yeah, that was 2008? I think that was Obama, right? Obama gave it... Wait. God. 2008. That's when he got elected. It was not 2008. It was like 2014. Yeah, that would be in the middle of Obama's second term. And like the common American breakfast at a hotel was like pretty much the caloric intake of most countries, like dessert. It's like you just had cakes and waffles, syrup on anything, sugary cereals. It's like, no fucking wonder everybody's like, oh, don't get did you? Oh, chili con carne, hey? Cats Are Cool 25 has some opinions on chili con carne. Oh no. Because I love it. I love chili con carne. Can't believe it's like the one dish to bring up. You have no opinion? Yeah, you do. It's not real Mexican food. Did you know that tempura is not like actual Japanese food? It was brought over from Portugal. Like chicken tikka masala is not Indian. It was invented in England. I think all of that is Australian. God, I wish I could do like an Australian accent. It's like my one weakness. No, I'm lying. New Zealand accent is what I want to do. That is the most charming accent of all time. You just listen to any of the movies that Taika Waititi has given himself a role in, and he's immediately the most lovable person in the world. Like Flight of the Conchords, also very funny. Just immediately, you just love them. So just saying, just because a food of your country didn't originate in your country doesn't mean it's not. Tempura isn't Japanese food. You still go to Japan and get it. I'm sure you can find some place in Mexico that serves chili con carne. It's gotta, because at some point enough people will have come to Mexico and asked for it that somebody said, well, what the fuck is it? And then they learned to make it so they could serve it to all their bumfuck European guests. The first vocabulary was child labor. Well, this is like solid child labor. Get a bunch of kids to paint little Warhammer models and then sell the finished ones. Well, what if I told you that Tex-Mex is superior to Mexican food? Huh? What then? No! You can really taste the freedom. Go. Some tails. What do you care? You don't even live there. And you don't like spicy food. Who gives a shit? Fredum. Hear that eagle scream. Caw! Is it time to get drunk and political and get banned off YouTube? No. Just saying, Thankful would make a great president. I really want to get into like Skaven novels, but they're fucking impossible to find. It's like there's a Thankful and Bone Ripper omnibus, but it's like it's only available as an ebook, and like even though I have an ebook reader, I have a Kindle, I kind of fucking really hate using it. It feels bad reading on an e-ink display. It doesn't feel like a real book, because it isn't. And some guy on YouTube has recorded, I think, if not all of them, then at least the first book, just called Greyseer. He has recorded that as like a kind of a fan-made audiobook thing. But I don't really jive with his voice, and then listening to him for 13 hours is gonna be kind of a drag, right? I don't like audiobooks. I don't like being read a story like that. But I'm pretty sure they announced at some point, like they did a vote on Warhammer Community about what books should get a re-release. And I think the winner was Greyseer, which is the Thanquil book. The first one. I'm very excited about that, because he gets into some shit. Like accidentally summoning bloodthirsters and stuff like that. Sorry. Oh, I need to redo the metal on this guy's helmet. I keep forgetting. I'll do that real quick. There we go. SB. Boom, boom, boom. God, my back. Am I supposed to know who SB is? I'm really racking my brain. Who the fuck goes by SB? Smash Bros. somebody. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Well, who's the lucky guy or gal? Can I zoom out a little? I can. There. My goodness. Oh, you want to see the orc I'm painting for you? I showed it off right at the beginning. I can show it off again. See? Here he is. I want to get him done before I send over all your stuff. My only doubt I have about him is like the skin. I can't really decide if I like it. Kind of want to blend it differently. At the same time, he is pretty much finished. This is too close to the light, I think. Should down a bit. There we go. I love how the squeakers turned out. Like, the teeth are so nice. And I kind of want to put some hazard stripes or something on here. More shadows. Kinda, because I've done it in a very manual way. Like, normally you'd paint it green and then put some shade in there, but the green shade I have sucks. So I've kind of just like painted it dark green and then light green and then done gradients in between, and it's pretty good. I like how the saddle, like the leather, has turned out nice, and the white metal stuff. Engine is good, the leg is good, the claw turned out nice. These horns too. I want to say he's done. He just needs like a base, right? Anyway, that's him. Back to these unfortunate fucks. How much had I done? Oh, you also didn't see I used this at the start. I found this. I dug it out so you don't have to feel bad that I'm Farhammer. Hello, Farhammer. I'm guessing you're a Warhammer. Of course I kept it. I just hid it away. Can't have people seeing that shit. What am I... What's the next thing? I should do some shades. No, wait, I should do some Rhinox hide. There we go. Some gradient on the robes of these guys. So is a good username. Anything with hammer in it is good. It immediately lets people know what you're into. Carpentry. These guys don't have to be like done by tomorrow. They just have to be done enough that nobody makes fun of me. I want to be the one guy who shows up with incomplete units. Although, I mean, AOS is a more casual-minded game. I feel like People could show up with an unpainted army and no one would really say anything. So I also think, unlike 40k, AOS doesn't have the painting requirement. It doesn't give you points for having a painted army. Oh wait, that's the wrong. Oh yeah, I'm a Skaven player. Although I am working on Soulblight. I've got some Skellymans. Let me just try and focus on this guy. There we go. 1 Skellington. I have 10 more painted. I have a Necromancer, a White King, and a Vampire Lord. What I like is skeletons. What I enjoy in an army is skeletons, hence why Necrons was my first. And Soulblight has the best skeletons, but it does not have a lot of skeletons, which I find to be a shame. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an army that is 40 skeletons, 15, I think it's 30 skeletons, 15 Black Knights, Nagash, and then a character. It's very little. It's like basically nothing in that army, because Nagash is like half of your army on his own. Just wish it had more skeletons. And instead, it's like the Halloween faction, right? It's the faction that has vampires, werewolves, and skeletons, and then you have the other faction which is just all ghosts, Nighthaunt. And sadly, no longer any factions that have mummies, because they got rid of Tomb Kings, replaced by Skeleton IRS, which is like kind of skeletons, but they're more like bone constructs. So they all look really goofy, and I don't like that. They have these weird smiley faces, big butt chins. I kind of hate that. Yeah, the Ossiarchs is like, I kind of get it. It's like basically undead Stormcast, because they all hit on 3s and they have a 3-up armor save. It's like, it's the elite undead. But that's not what I want. I want a shambling horde of skeletons. I want Soulblight to have like a proper skeleton dragon. Because right now they have zombie dragons, and have the, forget what it's called, like a big bat dragon kind of thing. Which they're cool, but they're old and they're like not completely skeleton. See, the red pops immediately so much more as soon as you get this Evil Sun Scarlet on there. And it gets this nice rim. If you can tell at all. I don't actually know. Yeah. Just makes it so much better. Like, you don't even need to blend it, really. It just works immediately. With minimal effort. That's what I like. Minimal effort. Especially when I have to paint a lot of something. Well, thank you. I have been painting now for more than 4 years. Like, I've been playing Warhammer in some shape or another for 2, but it took a long time for me to actually get started in the tabletop part. I started painting during COVID, like 2020. I bought the Necron, started collecting, because I'd gaslit myself into thinking that I would get into Kill Team. I never did. Because right after I bought that, I think 2 weeks after... Oh, I need to stretch. 2 weeks later, they announced 9th edition, 40k. And the Indomitus launch box, and suddenly there was like a shitload more Necrons. And so I built a huge collection of Necrons before I ever touched the tabletop game. Now I'm kind of re-entering an era where I don't really want to play 40k. I think it's gotten too competitive. It's difficult to find a properly casual experience now. You start painting this summer, you'll get a lot better, don't worry. It goes fast. Like every once in a while, people will post on Reddit and be like, "Oh, my first model ever," and it's like insane. But some people are just annoyingly good at anything they do, so don't be bothered by that. You'll get there slowly. Like I sometimes look at my first models and I think to myself, how the fuck did I ever think this was good? Like I just drowned it in white paint. Good thing about Skaven is you can be kind of messy with the fabrics and the leather, because it's all very rough. It's like you bring a big brush, you go around the edge as tight as you feel like. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Build them to an okay standard. That's an interesting way to put that. It's like you followed the instructions, I assume. Building something to an okay standard I've never heard of before. Let's do some leather straps here. Deathclaw Brown. Is this? Yes, it is. Time for small brush. The Skaven Tide starter set is just insane value. Oh, don't worry. You'll get like a second layer of skin on all your fingies after enough time of doing this hobby. I have cut my thumb to shit. Yeah, you mutate to match your environment, right? If your environment is one where you're cutting your finger every time you do anything, slowly but surely, you'll get that second layer of protection. Just like a Tyranid. I did cut my thumb horribly once. I don't think you can see. It's like all the scars have healed pretty nicely. Somehow. This guy has a stupid little leather cap on. Oh. That kind of looks bad, but whatever. It'll get shaded. Oh, nice. Well, why are there only 2 people here? Because I'm not like a proper streamer. I borrowed a bunch of equipment from work. Whoa, whoops. And I'm using that. It's like none of this is my own. Well, the camera, I guess. I'll do this. Here we go. But thank you. Thank you for the... Oh my god, I'm such a dummy. A lot of this is just like, whatever. I'll get some leather straps on here. Is the music still going? Right? Isn't it? Yes. Yes. Like, I can't actually hear the stream, because then I would hear myself talk, and I can't do that. Yes. Okay, good. Go. Now what? What am I gonna do with it? There we go. Music is going good. Good, good, good. How about these guys? What do they need? Everything. Okay. This guy even has a little satchel. don't feel like walking to work, then drive. Duh. God, my back is killing me. Getting too old for this shit. Once my back gives out, that's when I'll get an airbrush. Is it expensive? Kinda. But more than that, it is just a lot of busy work. You have to clean it so much and all the time, and I'm bad at that. Like, you're also supposed to change your paint water several times during a session, and I'm like, no. I'm not even changing it between every session. How often am I doing streams? Well, this is the first time I'm doing a painting stream. I guess I could do more. But it's currently not the plan, since I have to, quote-unquote, borrow some stuff from work in order to do it. It's nice, though. It is easy to set up. Like I said, I do stuff like this as my job. Like setting up these mobile studio things. Oh, whoops. See, I thought I felt something snapping off, but it's just this. Because they're magnetized. Like right when I started, I think I did one assembling Necrons, or did I paint on there? I don't remember. It's been a million years, and that was like right at the beginning. It was the old Necron sculpt too. The warriors with the wide stance. Kind of remember painting. But it was probably horrible. I'm pretty sure I used my phone for that. Like I used some kind of app that turns your phone into like a webcam. You could watch this every day. Well, when you put it like that. I have a lot of Skaven left I haven't painted. Flattery will get you everywhere. Like I could easily just nick a slightly worse camera from work and no one would ever know. Forgot this guy's hand. Here we go. Only trouble would be getting it to go into a computer. I could use a cam link for that. Would be very limited camera control if I did that, though. How would I do it? Without relying too much on stuff we might actually need for work. When did I say what? Did these, and some of these. There we go. Yep. I should do this a different brown, I think. Whoops. Jesus. There we go. Now I should do some shades. I should get something to drink too. There we go. Let's start with an easy one. Caribou Crimson for the tails. To get him that worm-like pinkish shade. There we go. Always feels like cheating. Shades are so efficient. Now, I did these guys completely wrong with their bases. Should have just waited till I was done painting them and then put it on and not done anything to it. Instead, I put some effect scenery on, then primed it, and then dry brushed it all like brown. That I work with cameras. Oh, I mentioned it way earlier. It's like we do mobile studio setups, streaming for bigger corporations. So I borrowed from work a streaming laptop. I got a pretty powerful gaming laptop with a good graphics card in it. And a small video mixer and a single camera. Alongside some lenses and the microphone I'm using. But the microphone I've had at my place for 100 years because we have so many of them. But like this camera I can't actually in good conscience just keep here. We have some older ones though that we never use. Could very easily just nick those. Or borrow, I guess. The perks of also being the guy in charge of the storage space. Oh. Is chat way behind? Try refreshing. I feel like your comments are showing up very late. There we go. Now, oh my god, my leg, it's sleeping. I shall grab, what do I need? I need, not this. That could go away forever. I need skin shade. Where is it? Dark skin shade. No. Strong? No. Where is it? Dark tone. Strong skin shade. My beloved. Oh, for this I will actually need the other palette. Over here. Mix it with a bit of water. Fuck yeah, God. This is like better than drugs. Painting the base skin tones and then going in for the kill with a skin wash. This is fucking awesome. Can't forget the feetsies. There it is. Jesus. Shades really are liquid talent. It makes everything look just a million times better immediately. Oh, that's better, I guess. I mean, I don't know how quickly you respond. But, like, saying that you refreshed now tells me that you were, like, I feel like minutes behind. Yeah. It's a little snappier now. This is just... Everything looks immediately so much better. There's a good wash on it. These colors on the stream are weird. It's like, this looks kind of scarlet. And it isn't. So why is that? And how do I fix it? Gilliman Flesh is great. I like what I've done here is I did like a base of Buckman's Glow, which is like a very dark brownish base skin tone. Then I did some Cadian flesh tone over that, and now I'm hitting it with strong skin shade from Army Painter. Then after that, I'm gonna hit it again with Cadian flesh tone, and at the very end, Kislev Flesh as some highlights. You can also get a paint from Citadel called Ratskin Flesh, but funnily enough, I have never seen them use it in a Skaven tutorial. I don't know what it's meant for. It's a lot, like it's a more yellowish brown skin tone kind of thing. Buckman's Glow, fuck yeah. Buckman's Glow is a great skin tone. Did these guys get any? They did. These guys? Yes, yes. Did I get them all? I think I did. Next, I should do the light brown highlight, Sandry Dust. This will go on like the edge of robes or on rope, stuff like that. This guy specifically has a rope on front of his shield. Sorry, not shield. It's a pavis. Pavis. Something French. Probably not even French. Probably like old Ottoman, whatever. Like where Giselles are from. If that's even where Giselles come from. I have no fucking idea. Warhammer is such a mishmash of origins of things. I know somebody has a rope built. Where is he? There. The mini rats on shoulders, do they have that? I don't think any of these have it. Like, I don't mind AOS lore, it's just the naming of the stuff. It's the same thing in 40k. The clan rat leader. Does he have a rat on his shoulder? Do I have... Where is he? Let me go get him. He does have a little rat on him. Is this? And focus. He does have a little rat body on him. Yeah, I just painted him black, I think. Ashen gray, maybe? Like a little Acadian flesh tone on his snout and ears, hands and feet, and something on his tail. It's like he's tiny. Now, what am I looking for here? Oh, ropes. That's what I was doing. Ropes and robes. So also a bit of edging here. Yeah, that sounds fine. Dude, Black Templar is so good. Just using it as like a normal paint and not even a contrast, that shit is magic. God, just like a simple highlight of this shit. Like a little bit of sandry dust around the edges on some black and brown robes. Makes it look infinitely better, just immediately. Oh, this guy has a rope belt. Black Templar is great. Is it Black Templar? Isn't the new one Black Legion? Is it the reverse? What is it? I have it right over here. The new one is Black Legion. And that's even better. I'm pretty sure they discontinued, because like they discontinued a bunch of contrasts and then replaced them with basically identical ones with like an updated formula, and I think Black Legion is the new Black Templar. It's just a little bit different. Go. How about these guys? They already got these guys. Yes. These guys. Yes. These guys. Yes. These guys. No. also do like around the edge of the shields here. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Like, it's so easy to do this. Fuck, dude. Why doesn't everybody just paint all the time? So easy. It's not. The black that's blacker? What is blacker than black? There we go. It's the pavise. I think I found some wood. Oh yeah. I think Black Legion is a lot more just black. And you can buy both. Oh, okay. What was it saying? There we go. Dryad bark. I found some wood that wasn't as woody as it should be. On this rifle, yeah. This one's fine. Must have been this one then. There we go. Oh my god. The tip of this rifle has been tainted by some bullshit. There we go. Better. And this guy is missing a bit of metal. Down here. There we go. Right. Hit the rest of it with a bit of strong shade, which is like the Army Painter. Or strong tone, I think it's called. Yeah, strong tone. Which is like the Army Painter Acrax. Still think Agrax is just better in general, but this isn't bad. It's like Agrax has a lot more pigment in it. This is just okay. It'll do. Make us purple? That one is very pigmented. I did something similar with the tail for Visic. It's like, I think I used like Demonette Hide or whatever it's called. Like a very rich kind of dark pink. Could use a bit more, actually. Anyway, there you go. This guy. Yeah, Visic has just been standing outside camera. Visic is weird. It's like, yes, he's good, but he's also very expensive. And he's hard to use because he's a priest. So you have to charge up the spells and have them ready to go when you need them. But if you fail the chanting, then you lose the points. It's all... He's tricky. He's a tricky dicky. But when you line everything up, he's incredibly powerful. Really, you just need to run him with like him and like a bajillion clan rats for him to buff. Bajillion clan rats, a plague pack for more prayers, and then you have a group of like the new prayers. I don't know the old one. I didn't play. This is my first time playing Sigmar. I just think you should take damage, not lose the points you already have. Like, that part is brutal. Like, not only didn't you get anything, you also lost all the hard work you did in the turns prior. It's such a feel bad. Now, with Visic, you can kind of not get hit too hard by it by using his, like, in the turn where you need it, he has a once per game ability to reroll all chanting rolls. So that's nice. Like, you know that this is the turn you need all your prayers, and you don't want to, you want to minimize your risk of failing them. He can do that. He can also chant for free in your enemy's turn. He's just good. But a 5-up armor save and a 5-up ward is just not survivable enough in the current AOS like damage economy. He just dies. Yeah, kind of same. Like, I had always wanted to do Skaven, But I kept looking at all the old stuff and being like, no, this is too old. It just looks too bad. And a lot of it was like not in stock most of the time. Like, obviously, GW did not give a fuck about Skaven for the longest time. And then they did the Skaventide box, and I was like, fucking hallelujah. We've been well served. Like, good lord, so much new stuff. And then that's why when I got into it. Because finally I could run my Scryer-focused army of little rat bastards. Especially Scryer has been served really well in this update. Kinda fucking crazy how many new units we got. Although I would have... I would have happily traded one or two Scryer units for like one more Molder or some Eshin. I'm curious when they're gonna do anything for Eshin, because if they don't and they just have to use their ancient Night Runners and 2 characters for the entire edition, that seems bad. Seems not good. It's like the Vermilord Deceiver is really good. It's in all comp lists. The Deathmaster is pretty new. But they only have Night Runners, and they look so horrible. Like, compared to everything else in the army now, there's nothing else in the army you can get that is as old and shitty looking as them. Even the Plague Monks. I'm pretty sure the Plague Monks are also, like, ancient. But they still look okay. Where the Night Runners look like these weird monkeys with way too big hands. Just gonna do some basic cabling now, I think. I want to use... maybe not Rhinox Hide. What do I want to use? I think I'll use, Rhinox Hide for the big pipes. And then my current favorite color to use for everything, Deep Ocean Blue, which is a deep blue-green. I love using this thing. It's what I use as a base on my ghostly gradients, like on this guy. It's like black to deep ocean blue to Fenrisian blue. It's the same for my skeletons. It gets like this really nice ghostly gradient. What time is it? It's like 9:24 p.m. What do I need here? Oh, this guy needs... a little trim. I like the woodwork here. Yo, let's go. Where you at? I'm in Denmark. Austria. Well, greetings. Well, this stream will probably end fairly soon. I have to get up early because I have a tournament tomorrow. That's why I'm painting these to begin with. I just need to get them done enough that I could use them, and I think we're basically there. I'm just gonna do some cables here. Oh, this guy has a little rat right there. Yeah, same here. This'll be my first AOS tournament. Because the last one they held in this location was... At that time, I had been duped into going to a very big tournament in Germany, in Kassel. And played Team 40k. And they got me to agree to it right before I kind of decided that I don't like playing 40k anymore. It's too sweaty. And there's just too much stuff on the board in 40k. Really, my favorite thing, my favorite difference between 40k and AOS is the price of units. It's like you take... It's like this guy, this one gun costs 50 points. And in 40k terms, it is basically a heavy bolter. It's a Space Marine Scout with a heavy bolter. Those cost, I think, 18 points or something in 40k. It's absurdly cheap. You look at the Warlock Engineer, that motherfucker is 140. There's basically no characters, like infantry characters in 40k that cost that much. Not even Custodes. Like, I think Trajan Valoris just got dumped down to like about that much, and people still aren't taking him. Everything is so cheap. So when you roll up to a table in a 40k tournament, you're looking at like 6 tanks and a full army of infantry and like monsters and bullshit. Where in AOS, that's just like, okay, I'm bringing... Like, Nagash is half your army. If you bring Nagash or Archaon or any of these other like centerpiece models, they're half your army. It means it's so much smaller. Things die somewhat less reliably, I feel. I feel like anytime you engage with anything in 40k, you only do it if you have like 100% certainty that you're going to kill it. And it's very easy to hedge your bets in 40k. It's like you pop a strat for rerolls, or you just have rerolls, or +1 to hit, +1 to wound. In AOS, you have all-out attack, and then you don't reroll anything, basically ever. I think the only thing you can reroll is a charge, and only for a command point. And I love that. I fucking love that. You don't get those annoying moments like in 40k when you have just barely killed something, the guy failed the last save, and then he just, oh, command point, I'm gonna reroll it, and then suddenly it didn't matter. Like, that feels terrible. In 40k, things just... No, in AOS, things just fucking die. It's great. Like, a dragon bites a squad of Giselles. Yeah, they probably should die. But sometimes they just don't. Discord server? Depends which one. Is it like a bigger community? Probably not, though. I mean, I'm in a lot of Discords, and I basically only talk in two. My own bigger community one. I say my own. It's like a podcast thing I'm a part of, where it used to be mostly just about anime. Kind of due to life and interests changing, it's more general purpose podcast now. We also just talk about movies. I recorded a pod with a buddy who's just getting into 40k because of Space Marine 2. Recorded a pod with him talking about the hobby. He's editing that. That'll be out soon. Well, soon. It's like probably within a couple months. Yeah. You too. See ya. He was just on strike with Boeing, and they've gone back to work. So who knows when he'll have time to edit that. Oh my god. I'm dying. This has been fun, though. I'll definitely do this again in the future. But it's not going to be like a regular thing, I don't think. Why app don't work? I don't know. Is that something I have to turn on? I have never once moderated my chat. I have not told it to not do that. So I don't know. This guy gone. This guy. Them. This guy. Yep. All I need to do is this guy has like an orb on his thing. I don't know if it should be green. This guy also had some lightning thunder. I want to make them green. That's dinge. Rhinox hide. I can close. Put back. Where is... I'm pretty sure I took it out earlier, because I knew I'd need it. It's right over here. Caliban green. Anything that needs to be green for like energy purposes. We'll get a coat of this. This guy, this guy. Here you go. A bit of lightning there. There we go. If you've posted something, a link, I'm not seeing it. Oh, I should do the lens on this one. There's another one. One of these just sails has a sniper. There it is. Well, that's drying. I know there's some bone I can do. Skeleton bone. For the guy who has a skull in front here. Oh. Go. And now for a bit of a brighter green. Escorpenia. Scorpio green. Verde Escorpenia. I love this. This is my favorite green. It's like mood green. Citadel, but like less yellow. It's just straight up like the greenest green you can imagine. This is getting very sloppy now. I just need these to be like more done than not. Let's mix some of this Caliban green and Scorpio green. Do like a mild gradient here. There we go. Do I want them to win Best Painted? Maybe someday. Not these though. I don't even think there's no painting contest tomorrow. It's just like a small one-day tournament. I do have some Chaos Knights though that are Skaven themed. They have won Best Painted ones. Wait, that was the wrong color. At a smaller tournament. And they got nominated at the big ass German one I went to. So that was pretty cool. I mean, making a channel that's the easy part. It's the rest that's difficult. Like equipment and doing the whole setup. I'm lucky that I have a job where I have access to all this shit. But most people don't. Alright. I think I'm ready to call these guys mostly done. I'll do their edges real quick. The rim of their bases. Mad accent. I don't think that matters. I feel like most of the time when I see German-speaking streamers, they just do it in German. No doubt influenced by German television, where everything is dubbed. There's nothing is in its original language. It drives me fucking nuts. I still need to do, like, there's some tiles on the floor here. Austrian Warhammer? Well, the Alpine Cup, I think. What's it called? Leoben? There's a huge Warhammer tournament in the spring. It's like a team thing. I think even Wargames Live went down there to stream it once. I also need to do proper basing for these guys. It's all very rudimentary. Like, it fits the rest of the army for now, but I think I did the skiing and hiking. It's a beautiful country. Is Harzen in Austria? I remember going on family holidays to Harzen. At a resort, they had goats next to it. My brother fucking loved them. Motivation. Did Virgil just enter the chat? Where's your motivation? Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness. Yeah, I need to redo bases on my Skaven guys here. I think they will look nicer with just like normal scenery gravel, not primed over and dry brushed. I think if I just do a layer of... Man, I love cows. It's like... Some people choose to be vegetarians because the animals are too cute. It's like, I don't feel that for pigs, but I do feel it for cows, just a little bit. Unfortunately, the two cutest animals, cows and sheep, simply taste too good. I fucking love me a good lamb. And they're objectively adorable. It's like how the cuter an animal, the more tasty it is. Chickens, they're pretty cute. They taste great. Ducks, pretty cute. There we go. Ugh. Meat is good. I wasn't saying you're a vegetarian. I think Dan from Game Grumps. You ever pet a sheep? Yeah, plenty of times. I fucking love sheep. And petting goats. I don't know, dude. I don't even think... Do we even eat goat? I don't think I've ever seen anybody eat goat. I should do just a little bit of the tiles on these guys. Just to make them look nice. My Celestra Gray is almost done. It's like, that's one of the colors I need to replace. These guys don't have it at all on the Gatlings, but these guys do. Just a little bit. I've had some Swiss fondue with goat cheese, and like, that shit is rich. I'm sure you could get used to it, but like, ain't for me, dog. Cow milk is just... I've cut down on cow milk too. I'm drinking a lot of oat milk on my cereal. As I'm getting older, my lactose tolerance is getting weaker. So, you know, cutting down on lactose. I don't even know if it's doing anything. I think oat milk tastes... I don't know if better. It's good. It's like you can barely compare them. Also, you can make your own oat milk a lot easier than you can make your own cow milk. I mean, isn't everyone a little bit lactose intolerant? It's just like, it's worse for some people. And I wasn't always as bad as I am now, but I feel like just that part of the body just deteriorates over time. I mean, you don't... If you're just constantly having an allergic reaction to something, do you even know what life is like without it? There we go. That's a little bit of basing. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to do all that over again. I need a second bag of this. I forget the name of the company, but it's called Forest Path, and it's really just... It's just like dusty, really thin, dusty earth and some rocks. It gets a nice texture. I would like it to be darker, though. I think that's why I sprayed it over and dry brushed it. But then you have something like these guys, where I just used another product by the same company. It's called Patchy Plains, and it's got like grass and stones and stuff like that. And that's what I used on the Rattling guns, mistakenly. I forgot there was grass in it. So when I sprayed it over, I just sprayed over the grass. You can see like stupid little tufts of grass with paint on it. It's like, it's bad. But yeah, this is... Oh. Go. Bit of wood on that. All right. Yeah, I'm really happy with how some of these cloaks turned out. Like, this model is super old, but it holds up really nicely. It's so classic skeleton. That's why I want to make like an all-skeleton Soulblight army. But there's like one infantry skeleton kit, one horseback skeleton, a leader for each, and then there's Nagash, and that's all the skeletons. I would love for there to be more, like skeleton wolves, skeleton bats, just different skelly things, more of them. There's so much vampire and bat stuff in that army. Anyway, those are my 3 Rattling guns. We'll join another squad. I have a total of 6. Hopefully that's enough. And I have a shitload of rifle guys. Tomb Kings needs... Yeah, Tomb Kings are sick. Well, they got brought back in Old World. Would be nice if they made the transition, but I feel like they would have just done that at the same time if they wanted to, right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's so cool that 2 people just randomly drop by that have never seen the channel before. Feel free to sub if I ever do this again, in case I ever do this again. It was fun though. I mean, I could see myself doing this with a bigger, like one bigger project. Batch painting stuff isn't too much fun, but like a stream of doing this big fucker, sure. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, feel free to stick around. I will leave you now though, sorry, but it's like almost 10 and I gotta get up early for a tournament. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will see you for another one. Bye.